We're back in Corpse Factory. We're in the convenience store. Episode 5. Let's go. The convenience store is a little more crowded than usual. The mundane chatter of business people, students, and workers buzzes in the air like a swarm of relentless flies. Throughout the drone of mingled conversations, I happen to catch a few interesting words here and there.
Have you seen that one website?
What do you mean by request a death?
My lips curl into half smile, half snarl.
Since he always cheats, I thought I might upload his photo.
Oh God.
And you think Corpse Girl really exists?
To hear so many people talking about Corpse Girl website is enough to make my nerves tingle. However, I know they're not talking about it because of a Kane Tsurumaki's death. As far as I can tell, her death wasn't reported to the news as a suspicious case. The only source of information I could locate was her obituary, and that didn't mention anything about foul play, so there's no way anyone could know that Corpse Girl was involved. People are talking about the website in the same way they always have, like it's just an interesting topic of a conversation, an icebreaker, one of those things you tell your friends to entertain them. And therein in my issue with the website as a topic of conversation. It's just an urban legend, a point of discussion that inevitably fizzles out and is forgotten. People talk about it, people visit the website of curiosity, but very few people take action and request a death. That's the part of that annoys me. If people don't actively participate, how can I prove myself to the world? How can Corpse Girl claim her victims if there are no victims to be claimed? As long as the website is simply a talking point, a myth, and an icebreaker, the Corpse Girl's ambitions will remain unfulfilled. To be fair, I haven't yet provided a compelling reason for people to take the website seriously. The death toll is humiliatingly low. I need to ramp it up and step up my game for Corpse Girl's sake. Until I manage to do that, people will continue to simply discuss the website in hushed tones like it's some taboo fantasy that shouldn't be spoken of. But with some more time and some more victims soon, everyone will know the feel of Corpse Girl. What the fuck? Thanks to the constant drone and convenience store, I barely request the quiet melody of a ringtone. Eventually, my ears become keen enough to pick it out, and I answer my phone.
Hey.
Good morning, Noriko. Is this a bad time?
Not at all. I'm at the convenience store.
Oh, good. I wanted to catch you before work.
No worries. I actually meant to call you yesterday, but the day got away from me.
That's okay. I wanted to ask if you spoke to Shinya yet?
I sure did. Guess what?
What?
You start work on Monday. You'll be doing data entry with me. We might even get to sit near each other.
Oh my gosh. Really? Are you telling the truth?
Of course. When have I ever lied to you?
Oh, Noriko. I'm so excited. Thank you. Thank you so much. Does this mean I can quit the maid cafe now?
Yep. Quit today if you can.
Oh my gosh. Thank you. Thank you.
Aoi, are you crying?
I'm so happy.
Making others so really happy feels really good. I care so much for this girl. Her happiness is vital to
I
me.
owe you so much. And Shinya too. I know. I'll buy him a gift to give him on my first day. Do you think he'll like that?
Yeah, I'm sure he will. That's a great idea, Aoi.
What does he like?
I managed to spill the answer to that without having to think
Crime
twice.
novels.
Oh, really? Oh, his dad is a detective, right? Okay, I can get something like that. Right now, I'm going to march into the cafe and quit.
You tell him. Good luck, kid.
Okay, bye, Noriko.
The call ends and I smile. I always sounded so happy. I'm really glad that I could help her out. She deserves to be happy. I barely have time to select a can of coffee from the line of refrigerated shelves before my phone rings again.
Aoi?
Sorry to call again, Noriko. I just, something was bugging me, so...
What's up?
Did I, this is going to sound stupid. Did I thank you for getting me the job?
Oh, yeah, you did. A few times, I think.
Okay, phew. I just wanted to check. It was bothering me, and I didn't want to come off as ungrateful. So, you know what? Just to make sure. Thank you, Noriko. Okay, I'm going now, really. Bye-bye.
Bye, Aoi.
The call ends and my brow furrows. That was strange. But maybe not as strange for Aoi. I guess she really wanted to be polite. I shrug it off and return to selecting my coffee for the day. Well, I'm glad that Aoi is getting what she wants, you know, and she deserves. Definitely. The atmosphere of the office atmosphere is unusually somber when I exit the elevator. There are fewer people around than normal. Some executives I rarely see on this level are hovering around in one of the glass screen cubicles to one side of the floor. I spy Shinya standing at his desk talking quietly on the phone. He's nodding and bowing a lot, despite the fact that whoever is on the other end of the call can't see him. I want to ask somebody what's going on, but nobody seems to notice me arriving. I shuffle my way to the desk and sit down. I spend some time looking over a spreadsheet to his task. After going through it thoroughly, Shinya arrives in front of my desk, seemingly out of breath.
Noriko, has anyone filled you in yet?
But what?
No, what's going on? Why is half the office empty?
Well, you see, somebody within the company died yesterday.
Damn.
Oh? Somebody we know?
Shinya shakes his head slowly, his expression gravely serious.
Nobody you would have interacted with. She was an exec, up on the 21st floor. Apparently, she never showed up yesterday, but her coworkers just assumed she was taking a personal day. People started getting the news in the afternoon. She was involved in some sort of accident, and now she's...
Dead?
Shinya glares at me, his narrow pupils seemingly accusing me of being tactless.
Yes. Dead.
So, I mean, I get it's a tragedy and all, but how does this explain where everyone is today?
You should have received an email sent out by HR this morning. Basically, everyone is being offered professional grief counseling.
Seriously?
I think some people are taking up the offer, but I suspect some other employees are using the opportunity to skip out on work. Regardless, what happened to Miss Tsurumaki was a tragedy. So unexpected.
I blink a few times, getting ready to turn back to my computer. Miss Tsurumaki.
Wait, what was her name?
Huh? Ms. Tsurumaki. It should be in the email. She had a young daughter and everything. It's really sad.
Akane Tsurumaki. I thought I'd never meet her before. Her face appears in my mind with startling clarity. Self-asphyxiation and accident. She worked here? I can scarcely believe it. It's true, this is a massive company with thousands of employees Japan-wide, but still, for her to work in the very same building as me, it's too coincidental. It doesn't feel right. Would I have gone through with killing her if I knew she worked in my building? This scenario creates more questions than answers. The person that requested her death, do they also work here? It would have to be somebody who knows her well enough to want her dead. Odds are high that they work here as well.
Okay?
See, I don't know, man. There's something wrong with this Noriko. She's off deep ends, man.
Yeah, sorry, just thinking is all.
Hold on. Yeah, I realized that I've been spacing out, and I turned back to Shinya. Yep. Thinking as well.
Grief affects us all in different ways. The details for the counseling sessions are in the email. Be sure to take up the company's offer if you think it'll help. As for me, I think I'll be okay. Some quiet reflection on the matter should help clear my head.
Sure, okay.
Plus, I have a date with Tomoe to look forward to. It's important to look ahead in times like these, isn't it? I think I read that somewhere.
Ugh, yeah, that's what they say.
Very well then. Do your best today, okay?
Right.
She doesn't want to admit it, but she's kind of like, she doesn't like it. Shinya takes his leave and I let my shoulders slump. I killed someone from my office building, but I didn't know that at the time. Could my involvement be traced? No, I was careful to cover my tracks. I deleted the photos from my computer, discarded the burner phone, SIM cards, and trashed the phone itself. There's no way anyone will find out I was involved. Besides, I don't even know the authorities are treating the case as a murder. As far as, information goes, it would seem like it truly has been treated as an accident. I'm in the clear, I know I am. However, I sure would like to uncover the identity of the person who requested Tsurumaki's death. The thought that it could be someone I work with makes me way too curious. Something wrong with the Noriko. What the hell, where are we? Despite work being eventful this morning, the rest of the day passed quietly. Even Tomo kept her distance from me. I wonder if I scared her off when I cautiously mentioned reporting her to the police. Not that I actually would report her. That would lead to the police getting mixed up in my life, and I can't really have that, considering my moonlighting occupation, especially now that I have a connection to Tsurumaki. I brushed my hair in front of the mirror in my bedroom. I removed my makeup and revealed the ever so faint bruise on my cheek, the fading token of my fight with Tomoe. Since tonight is rather cold, I decided to snuggle up under the covers in bed with my laptop. I crawl into bed to pull the plush blankets up over myself. The warmth and softness is immediately comforting, and I have to fight the urge to not fall asleep here and now. To keep myself awake, I checked the requests on my website. I'm pleasantly surprised to find there are 2 new requests. 2 in one day? Oh, Emmy Ultimate? And what was the other one, Kurosawa? My heart begins to race and I quickly open the messages. The first message reads, request details. Today, 11:30 a.m. Victim's phone. Image attached not found. No image attached. What I thought I configured the website to request unless an image is attached. This is really intriguing. I got my hopes up for nothing. It takes a second to remember that there's another request waiting. My optimism is renewed. I hurriedly click into the unread messages. Today, 5:30 local time. Downloading image. Yep, the request has been submitted correctly. The image is loading before my eyes. Okay, no, it's not. I thought because in the previous videos it said it was like 3 weeks before the incident with Emmy Ultimate. Damn it. No, Team Ultimate, I do miss Emmy. I wish it was her story. I wish it was her turning like bad after, and she, did the makeup and she was now Noriko and she changed her name and everything. But now it's just a freaking psychopath that we're avataring now. So disappointing. The new victim is male, early 20s, is fit and athletic looking. His clothing is casual, so it's possible to infer what kind of work he does. The photo image is pretty simple. I don't know if he uses it for his noise profile or if it's an ID photo of some sort. Either way, he looks like a happy person. It's not so naive to pretend that I can guess at the reasons this guy wanted dead. Perhaps an ex hasn't submitted his details after a breakup, or just simply wants him out of the picture. People's motivation are purely selfish. Requesting the death of somebody is guaranteed to be motivated by self-interest. So why did somebody want Tsurumaki dead? She was so plain looking, so uninterested. She didn't look like she was capable of even thinking about wronging somebody. Did somebody want revenge on her? Or did someone simply find her so dull that the thought of removing her from the planet seemed appealing? I interrupt my own thoughts, and for you got a whole bunch of freaking crazy thoughts. And return to the task at hand. Dwelling on the past victim won't do me any good if I want to continue my streak of success. This new guy is attractive. It's almost a shame I have to shop him up. Shop him up? You're not doing anything. You're just doing some bizarre, weird, crazy shit about, Well, we all get what's coming to us. No sense in trying to avoid scarring a pretty face. Beauty is superficial anyway. I know that as well as anyone. No one deserves to be spared just because they're good looking. Beautiful people should suffer as much as anyone else. Beautiful people do suffer as much as anybody else. Take Aoi for example. She's gorgeous, absolutely stunning, and definitely my type. Oh, so it is revealed. Of course, it was revealed in the other episodes. She goes for women, but she suffers endlessly at the hands of a cruel stalker and patrons. Everyone suffers, beautiful or not. We all cope the great crap we're dealt. So why fuss over a beautiful corpse? This guy or Aoi or even Tomu on a good day, beautiful people die the same way as an average person. The guy on my computer screen probably doesn't really deserve to die. I'm sure there's some petty reason his death has been requested. But I take all my requests seriously and I won't turn a single one down. Corpse Girl's convictions will pave the way to her fame. With a smirk on my lips, I get to work. I've got a nice and clear photo here, so I can go all out on the request. What the fuck? I head up the DD. Oh my god, we're gonna go through all this again. The database of the disease. Yes, we know. The DD, we said it so many damn times. And spend some time selecting a suitable base. I hesitated between choosing an image, of course, with a knife in its throat, or a baby, or a body soaking in blood bathtub with its wrist slit. Either image would do just fine, but I really want someone special for this latest victim. After all, I have to top my success, right? Another 5 or 10 minutes pass until I gasp at coming across the perfect photo. Thanks to my clever use of tags and filters on DD, this image matches my victim description perfectly. 20 to 30 years old, athletic build male. The corpse's legs are severed below the knees. Blade stumps leak their vital fluids from a high. The body is hanging from a set of power lines on side serrated streets. It's perfect, beautiful, even it will help me create a beautiful death for a beautiful person. I kind of have to question the story behind this photo. I wonder if the police ever investigated and discovered what happened to this sucker. Well, regardless, this will serve my purpose. I download the highest resolution copy available and save it in my hard drive. My fingers trace along the computer trackpad with practice movements, clicking, tapping, dragging at random intervals. The night carries on. Jesus Christ, thank God that's over, man. May 29th, Friday morning. My walk to the train station this morning is confident, cocky, self-assured. When I board the train, I even managed to take a seat for the first time in a while. I would draw a warm book from my handbag and flip open the cover. There's a name scrawled in the blue ballpoint pen on the first page, but it has become faded and illegible over time. I don't quite remember where I picked up this book. Maybe I discovered it in a second-hand bookshop. Who knows? I own so many obscure tomes that I can be expected to recall purchasing every single one. Its age over and weathered spine, both fair and what the fuck? Basu Photography, a comprehensive history of photo manipulation. The book is written in English and it's slog to work through my limited knowledge of the language, but I like to skim through it, primarily for photographs containing within. The examples of early image doctorating from centuries ago fascinates me. The book even features techniques and studies as recent as 1993 when it was first published. It's true that a lot of techniques discussed within are no longer relevant in today's digital age. However, there's a hardy section that dedicates to the art of manipulation, corpse photos, something that I am indeed very, very interested in. The most intriguing aspect of this section is that the featured artists perform the opposite kind of work that I do. Instead of manipulating images of the living to make them appear dead, the artists in the book edited images of the dead in order to make them look alive once more. In bygone eras where photographs of people were taken few and far between, a set of artists dedicated themselves to honoring the memories of the deceased. They did this by making photos taken upon death look beautiful and full of life. These photos were gifted to many members and loved ones. The tradition makes sense. And imagine if you lost someone dear to you and no photographs of them. Would it be wonderful to receive one last memento of a beautiful image of the way you remember them? Instead of using makeup to beautify a corpse, these artists applied paintbrushes and a pen directly to a photograph to seemingly bring the deceased back to life. The impressive aspect of this process is the way it illustrated in a corpse's eyes to look full of life. Even though it's a far cry from the work I do, I can help but feel a sort of a kinship with this artist discussed in this book. Surely we are cut from the same cloth. Browsing through the images in this book inspires me to work hard on my own photo editing. Many of my pictures are in black and white, but to me, what only derives home are how impressive these old techniques were. I finished flipping through the chapter and closed the book. I hold the tattered tome close to my chest and breathe a sigh of satisfaction.
The next station is Shinjuku. The doors on the right side will open. Please change here for the Chuo line, the Shonan Shinjuku line, the Saikyo line.
Oh my god, they repeated this. So at this point, I'm just whatever, man. You know, like they're just. I quickly stuff the book into my handbag and get ready to disembark the train. When I'm certain nobody is looking, I carefully open the lid of the large dumpster in front of me. I stretch a rotten food and who knows what else assaults my senses, and I reflectively glag the staff in the convenience store really need to seal their trash in plastic bags before tossing them in here.
Ugh, this is disgusting. I have to stop doing this.
What you have to stop doing is doing this the same thing. We need to put her in jail, Team Ultimate. She has to go to jail. She is responsible for Emmy Ultimate in the prologue. Do you know what we did? Right, Team Ultimate? We agree. We liked Emmy Ultimate. She deserved her revenge, not for her to be, Do you understand? The raise upon the lids locks into the place of 45-degree angle, allowing my now free hands to retrieve a small black object from my handbag. It's a flip phone, a cheap plastic thing with a shiny scarecrow finish. I open it up and tap on the retro toggle keys, confirming that I completely deleted all the sent messages photos. Nodding to myself, satisfied that I covered my tracks, I eject the battery from the back and casing and toss it in the dumpster. I then snap the phone in half along with the hinge, separating the screen from the keypad. Okay, see, this is the same thing that I'm saying about all the other videos, man. We don't need this excessive explanation of what you're doing. You just say, I just tossed the burner phone away and break it in half, and that's it. I then snap the phone in half along the hinge. Oh my god, bro. Shut up. The screen crunches into pieces with a gratifying crunch underneath my shoes. I retrieve the smashed parts from the asphalt, careful not to prick my finger with the sharp glass. With hardly a glance, I ceremoniously launch the broken parts of the phone into the dumpster. I clap my hands together to dust them off, then stud the dumpster lid and hurry away. I slide between the brick and wall of the convenience store and narrow the metal railing intended to keep people like me away from the dumpsters. Now I'm in front of the convenience store. I finally feel I can breathe deeply without fear of inhaling the toxic contents of the dumpster. I let my lungs take their fill before nonchalantly crossing the street. That takes care of the latest burner phone. Before leaving the office building, I crack the SIM card in half and dispose of it in the combustible trash. Oh my god, we spent this whole scene just talking about how we disposed of a burner phone. This is just excessive. This is too much information. Now with the phone itself destroyed and discarded at the different location, my mind is at ease. It has been slightly less than 24 hours since I have messaged my latest victim, that athletic guy that I may have briefly fantasized about during my rest to slumber. My general rule of thumb is to keep my burner phone exactly 24 hours after sending a photo. However, I made an exception today. I wanted to discard the phone early, clear my anxiety, and get a full night's rest tonight. Besides, it's not like anyone ever replies to my messages I send. I love it when they did, but it it is what it is. So really there's no point in holding on to the evidence of my wrongdoing for no longer necessary. If memory serves, I wrote tomorrow's date on the latest victim's timestamp, May 30, 10:31 a.m. The victim may decide to kill himself today. Of course, he could end up just like Akaine Tsurumaki. But if he's anything like her, he'll hold out just a few hours before the designated time. He'll let the panic and fear boil up, build inside until he just can't take it anymore. Or someone else will come along and end it all for him. I can't be sure. I still don't know what happened to Ruru Hatano. Did she kill herself or did somebody else snuff her out? Either way, I'll start researching obituaries tomorrow. I'm confident that this will be another suspect request. If it is, I truly be on the winning streak. She's just psychotic. She has to go, man. With butterflies in she has butterflies in her stomach. She is a sick fuck. I crossed the road. Sick fuck. On my route home, I usually like to trek through the small park close to my apartment, provided the weather is decent. I avoid the park in the mornings as a lot of people walk there, dogs, and I can't risk my allergies flaring up before I reach the office. In the evening, the park is much emptier. I suppose I finish the work a bit earlier than most people, so while everybody is busy, I can enjoy fresh air and the scenery. I make my way along the neat, broad dirt path that connects on the other side of the park. Either wooden benches line the path at irregular intervals. At this time of the evening, it's common to see a homeless person or two using a bench at a resting place. The city has more homeless people than general population will care to admit. I try not to think much as I walk every day. I already know that many people I have it worse off than I do, but there's not exactly anything I can do to help, right? Well, the way you can help, Noriko, you sick psycho, is by not killing these people. I should be giving these people money that I can't afford to spare. I would just end up homeless as well. I'm not exactly broke, but I live month to month on my salary. It's an expensive to live on the outskirts of Akihabara. I didn't even say that right out. And commuting to Shinjuku every day isn't exactly cheap either. Then you add the electricity bills, phone, food. I mean, I don't eat unless I have to, but I starve if I didn't buy a meal every day or other. I don't even get me started on the cost of coffee I drink. If I'm lucky, I can score a can of 100 yen, but more often than not, I'm paying up to 150 for a single can. Even if I were to buy canned coffee in bulk from one of those huge variety stores like Don Coyote, I still only save a handful of loose change, and I wouldn't have access to familiar selections that I get at a convenience store. I'm just thankful that I don't go out of drinks after work. Most of my colleagues, if I had to buy a few rounds of beer every week, my bank account would be definitely dry up. By avoiding that group outing, not only do I save money, but I also not forced to spend more time around people. It's a win-win situation. You know what's a win-win situation? What is accessible, damn it? The reading, realizing I'm struggling along the path of snail trace, I tell myself to speed up my God. Towards the exit of the park, the silhouettes of the two people on the bench come into view. The sound of laughter carries on the wind, and I can't help but feel like I've heard her voice before. As I draw closer and sink into such a conscious in my stomach, I immediately get the urge to turn around, but I'm so close to her. Oh,
it's
shit.
Noriko! Fancy seeing her here.
Noriko's here.
Tomi Shinya. Tori glares and flips her hair behind her ear with a shit-eating grin on her face. Shinya looks kind of out of place outside of the office. His face is flirting by an especially uncomfortable expression. Wait a minute. Do you know the thought that just came to my mind, Team Ultimate? What if Shinya is actually so fascinated and he reads these requests or whatever? What if Shinya's a killer? I start to wonder why these two are here, but then I recall that Toma didn't mention they were going on a date on a Friday night. I suppose just my bad luck that I will run into them on the way home, though what are they doing here in Akihabara? I have to assume that Tumui came here on purpose just to
On your way home?
Uh-huh. How's your, date?
We're having a blast. Right, Chen?
Yes, of course. A great time.
Oh shit, he doesn't seem fucking. What the fuck? I wonder if Tomo has been dragging Shinya along against his will.
Okay, well, I'll leave you to it.
Hey, we're gonna grab some chicken. Why don't you come with us?
Why?
No thanks.
I can't think any worse way to spend an evening than eating with Tomo.
Please come with us, Noriko.
Oh shit. Shinya has a dejected look on his face. It's pitiful, but brought this date on himself. Why should I have to bail him out?
Sorry, I've got things to do tonight.
Are you sure you're not just avoiding eating? Afraid to gain a bit of fat?
Honestly, don't know what to say to
Say,
that.
Shin, you ever seen Noriko eat anything?
Well, now that you mention it, she never seems to eat at the office.
I eat at home, if that's okay with you.
It's not completely a lie. Sometimes I eat at home, sometimes I don't eat at all.
Come on, come get some chicken with us. You can throw it back up or whatever afterwards if it makes you feel better.
She's starting to get on my nerves. I swear she tries to identify my flaws and insecurities just so she can rub them in my face.
Tomoe, you're not being very nice to Noriko. Aren't you two supposed to be friends?
We're besties. Besties talk shit to each other, right, Noriko?
Right.
Huh. Fascinating.
Anyway, I'm going now. See you on Monday.
Okay. See you then.
Buzzkill. She's such a drag.
I let Tomo's words hang in the air as I walk past her. I'm pretty annoyed that she dragged Shinya all the way here just to taunt me. Is this her idea of a good date? Does she care about Shinya at all, or is this the whole thing just to annoy me? Tomo dating Shinya doesn't even get under my skin. I don't even have feelings for him at all. What does get on my nerves is simply the fact that Tomo is trying so hard to get on my nerves. Of course, it would be fair if I carry on my way home without one final interruption. Tomo calls out.
Your friend Aoi is gonna start work with us on Monday, yeah? How fun! I can't wait to meet a friend of Noriko's.
I grimace and suppose Shinya told her about it. I turn back to face them both.
Don't even think about messing with Aoi. That girl has dealt with enough crap at her last job.
Oh shit, she's going in now for a friend.
Oh, has she? Maybe big, strong Noriko can protect her now.
I'd do anything for her. She's my best friend. If you had any friends of your own, you'd understand what that feels like.
Well, I got plenty of friends. And only some of them are sluts like you.
Yeah. I'm going.
I finally managed to distance from the conversation, even with Tomo's mocking laughter piercing in the air. I exit the parts, cross the road, and walk down the block leading to my apartment. Tomo and I have to wonder if that girl assists solely to irritate me. I have to tell myself she's not worth my time. I can't let her taunts get to me. Grin and bear it, as they say. That's what stoic, unflinching Noriko would do. Running a hand through my hair and a smile, and at my approach apartment building. May 30, Saturday afternoon. I spent all morning trying to unsuccessfully calm my nerves. I'm anxious about finding out whether my latest victim has perished. It's afternoon now, so time really on the photo has passed. If my work was successful, I should have known soon enough. I've already set up an obituary news alert on my phone to keep me informed. Instead of sitting, you know what's funny? Shinji's like, oh shit, why did I go over there? I don't know, man. Instead of sitting at home all day and waiting for my phone to go off, I decided to visit an old favorite hangout. Public libraries don't get the credit they deserve in this age. They're quiet, calm, soothing, and I can sit here for hours for free and just get lost in different worlds. Plus, they always carry works by favorite authors. Sometimes the librarians are even kind enough to recommend titles that might fit my taste. I don't feel judged here. Nobody looks at me and mocks my clothing or my makeup. Nobody looks at me and asks me if I enough to eat lately. Nobody makes fun of that lonely girl in the corner reading Lovecraft and calmly stroking her hair. Every so often I put my book aside, I check my phone out I'll have it. Still no alerts. I have a miscalculated something. That my latest photo not look convincing or damning enough to inspire suicide or murder. This woman is sick. The psychotic freak. The sick freak, she has to go, man. She has to go. I find myself groaning intensely anxious.
Cthulhu, huh?
What the
You a
fuck?
Lovecraft nerd?
Damn, that deep ass voice got me out of nowhere. Cthulhu, huh? You a Lovecraft nerd? I blink twice and look up at a strange man standing over me.
Huh?
Sus. Didn't mean to interrupt. Notice you're reading Lovecraft. Huh. In Japanese, too. Didn't know this book had been translated.
Yeah. My English isn't great, so I read the translated versions.
That's mad. Do they translate esoteric names? Can't imagine Cthulhu being easy to write in kanji.
Well, it's written in katakana, so...
Of course. Kojiro.
The man extends a hand, and I can't tell if he wants me to shake his hand or pass him my book.
What?
I'm Kojiro. You?
Noriko. Kurosawa.
Nice. Just Kojiro for me. No last name. Call me Koji.
Okay.
You don't have a last name?
Used to. Lost it. Fire, you know. I'm just Kojiro now.
Lost it. This guy is weird. His clothes smell like they've been smashed into the back of a closet for decades or two. His face is unshaved and his eyes are scarily clear and focused despite being masked by a pair of thick glasses.
Didn't mean to keep you. Saws again. I'm looking for Nobel Sinclair. He around here?
I mean, I don't know. Who?
Writer guy? Did that book about befriending the dead? The librarian told me to check these shelves.
Sorry, I don't really know.
No worries. I'll find him. You know, you look like the type who'd enjoy his books. Not to judge you by your cover. Need a strong stomach, though. Messed up shit.
Yep, definitely. This novel, this visual novel right here is messed up shit. I don't fucking love the fact that we are literally avataring a psychopath right now. I mean, well, basically in Care to Love, you know, we were basically a psychopath that lost his memory, but we had a choice. We had a choice, and what we did, Team Ultimate? We chose love. We chose the right path. Let's see if we can stir Noriko to the good path. You know, so she can only take out bad guys, not just randoms. As much as I hate to admit it, the stranger has captured my interest.
How messed up are we talking?
Well, his first book describes dressing up corpses, taking them to dinner. Goal is to not get caught out. Bad, right?
What the fuck?
Like something out of that American movie, Weekend with Bernard? Or something like that. Second book goes nuts. Main character fills the school classroom with bodies, all dressed up as students. Runs lectures and records them, puts them online. Best part? No one can figure out if these books are fiction. Internet says Nobel Sinclair actually did these things. Says he's doing time now, writing these books as a confession.
Interesting.
Right? It's deranged. Makes for a good bedtime reading.
Huh.
You want noise? Well, of course you are.
Yeah. You?
Yeah, at Koji Koji. Add me if you like. We can talk shop. I'm gonna find Nobel. Wish me luck.
And without so much as a glance back to me, the man walks away. I tried to return my reading, but the whole conversation just replays in my head. What a bizarre encounter. Maybe I'll just head home for the day. Being here has helped me calm down, but I'm still eagerly anticipating the fate of my victim. Besides, I have to admit, I'm growing a little bit hungry. Maybe onigiri? A rice ball? Ah, a rice ball. Delicious. From the convenience store will tide me over until tomorrow. I gather my things and stand up, letting out a little whoop as I shrink my muscle. As I head towards the sliding doors, I leave the library a little alert sound from my phone. This is it. My phone is in my hands less than a second. The screen unlocked and the obituary page loading before my eyes. Article posted. Article posted online today, 2:39 p.m. Keywords found 3. Mr. Accident, Oracle data 2030. Image data, yes. Saturday, May 30. Mr. Shianada 22, Tokyo Prefecture was pronounced dead at an afternoon tracking sections. Office reports which was involved in a traffic accident and all the casualty has been reported. Mr. Anada is survived by his fiancée, which remains anonymous. A funeral service has been yet arranged. View image attached. I put it low, the image attached, and I can't believe my eyes. The photo is the exact same person that sent me to a Corsico website. There can be absolutely no doubt this is my latest victim. I've done it again. My breathing starts to quicken, my chest, my cheeks begin to grow hot. I know from experience that if I don't get somewhere private and quickly, I may very well make a fool of myself in public. I quickly glance around the library and aside pointing to the restrooms. As soon as my eyes settle in, I dash towards it, swerving between bookshelves, and I throw a neural aside. There's one door for a unisex bathroom, an unremarkable bench portal. The muscles in my thighs are ticking, and I squirm as I reach for the door. My hands grasp the cool metal handle and presses down my only be within immovable resistance. It's locked. There's a sign on the door. Notice completely ignored. Is my haste closed for cleaning?
Shit!
I curse despite my best efforts to keep a low profile. My head turns frantically, looking for anywhere that I can sit down and remain out of sight while my body reacts erratically to my latest success.
Oh, you busted?
This guy.
I need to use the restroom.
I hope he can tell that expression on my face is not one of desperation.
On it.
To my surprise, Kiryu strides up to the restroom door and begins to slam his fist against
Hey,
it.
cleaning time is over. Get out of there.
What the fuck? I hear a panic yelp from within. Courage's commanding voice was more than a little intimidating. Within seconds, a terrified old woman emerging. She wheels her cleaning trolley around us, bows quickly, and disappears.
All yours. Not to hold it.
Thanks.
Here we go. Another fucking idiot. Do we really need to do this again? I dash past Kurgo, unable to believe that what's happening here. I slammed the door behind me and slipped into a cubicle. As soon as I atop a toilet closed lid, my legs begin to shake uncontrollably and I have to lean backwards to steady myself. Ishianada is dead, killed in a traffic accident. That could mean anything, but I'm willing to bet I caused his death. After seeing the photo and dismembering corpse, he might have purposely crashed his car, or perhaps someone else rammed his vehicle and kind of a murder on behalf of Corpso. I still don't know how my power works. I don't know why these victims end up dead, but the cause of death ultimately doesn't matter. What matters is the corpse goes victorious once again. I find myself painting, squirming, struggling to restrain myself. My vision fogs, my knuckles clench, and within barely a fanfare, I begin to cool down all of a sudden. Just like that, the overwhelming urge to explode simply flutters away, huh? My breathing regulates, my legs solidify and rest firmly on the ground. This experience was nearly as staggering as the last. Maybe because I was so confident that this victim would die, my body already prepared itself for it. I have already become desensitized to my ability to wield death itself. I won't pretend that I'm not disappointed. That exhilarating feeling I experienced last time, the complete utter loss of control, it was addicting. I craved the experience once again. Still, I need to remind myself of the most important thing. I fulfilled the request to shoot a Corsico. That's 2 victories in a row, 2 victories in a single week. As long as I requests keep coming, I can keep achieving my goals that I can do this. Full of confidence and fleeting steady once more, I exit the cubicle and leave the bathroom. The strange man Koyu is waiting for me at the end of the alley.
You good?
Yeah. Hey, thanks for... you know... I really needed the bathroom.
Of course. Been there. Gotta go when you gotta go. Look what I found.
Harry holds up a bowl with a plain black.
Nobel Sinclair's latest, Dazed by the Dead. It's a ripper.
Oh, what's that one about?
Falling in love with the dead. Read it already last year. Time for another go. Oh, here.
Strange Flower. Harry has another book to me. This one is a brown cover and illustration from Fields of Flowers.
What's this?
Sinclair's first ever published work, Strange Flower. Title's nonsense. This is the one where he puts corpses in suits, treats them to meals at fancy restaurants.
What the fuck?
Loaned it out under my name. He'd take it. Return it before the due date. Can't risk getting fined.
Oh, well, thank you. I'll be sure to read it.
Sure. Send me your thoughts and noise. Right. Be seeing you.
A brief wave of his hand and he disappears behind the closet shelves. Fucking psychopath also. I can't really get over how peculiar he is, but he certainly is making an effort to be friendly. I turn the heavy book over and my hands look inside the cover for a publication date. 2009 is actually not that old, definitely not as old as the fiction I normally consume. I shrug and hoist the booklet tomb underneath my arm, then make for the library exit. I feel uncommonly hungry on my way home so much that I decide to stop by a restaurant and get some dinner. I wonder if feeling stirs my appetite. Often past the establishment when I exit the train station. Hakabari is an old venue that serves traditional Japanese food as the popular Western dishes. To say that I've been curious about eating here would be accurate. I've been working hard lately, achieving my goals, and I can afford to treat myself to a cooked meal, right? Why do I find it so hard to justify that? I'm even going to eat to a booth tonight, another rarity. A waitress guides me to an empty booth and I slide before looking at the menu. The house specialty, according to the menu is in my hands, is grilled eel. Not exactly my favorite, in fact. Seafood in any variety doesn't sit good on my stomach. I decide to pass the specials and order something I know I can digest. America sounds good. I used to eat that a lot as a kid. Omelette, rice, and ketchup, what's not to like? Plus, it's only 700 yen before tax. The waitress take my order. I confidently point out what I like. She offers me a smile and hurries up to the next table. Perhaps my recent victory streak has given my courage a boost because I hardly feel awkward or anxious sitting here, surrounded by people eating and drinking on all sides. I'm somewhat calm and at ease amidst the hustle and bustle of the restaurant. I almost feel like it might be nice to have company. A friend perhaps Aoi or even Shinya might be a nice to talk to and pass time with. Oh well, in a way I do have some company. I retrieve a book from my handbag and the very same book Koryu lent me, and I open it up. First chapter, Strange Flower, an odd, apparently meaningless title. Still, it comes heavily recommended by an intriguing stranger, so it must be good. I may arise when a few pages into the book, I thank the waitress and look at the omega before me. It smells so good, it's presented beautifully. I can probably eat at least a quarter of the portion without feeling ill. I pick up a spoon and slice through the middle of the omega, causing a puff of steam to build up. Throwing a caution to the wind, I scoop out a good amount and bring it to my mouth. It's delicious, there's no other words to describe it. The convenience store meals I normally eat can't even compare to something like this. The egg is soft, the rice is fluffy, and there's just enough ketchup along the top. I take a second mouthful, then a third, and I can't help but giggle a little at the thought of myself sitting here eating like a normal person. A lot of people around me probably think I'm a normal person too. Just a girl sitting at a restaurant eating her dinner. Another quiet giggle escapes my lips, and I gently dab my mouth with a napkin. Set by so much time, return to my book in front of me. The author of this book certainly is interesting. No bills incurred according to the bio inside of the front cover. He moved to Japan from overseas at a young age. The book was written originally in Japanese. It is now a translation, but even his reading style is quite unusual. I quite put my fingers on the strange about it. Maybe it's the lack of complex kanji used throughout. Everything is written rather simply in hiragana, almost like they intend audience is elementary schools. But I can't be right. These themes contained within a truly disturbing. Maybe the author just doesn't have the greatest comprehension of written Japanese. Is it true that a lot of adults are troubled with complex kanji? Professional authors though, not so much. Anyway, it's not like it matters too much. The book is interesting enough to keep me turning pages. I must be completely absorbed in reading because before I know it, a waitress politely letting me know that a restaurant is closing soon. I nod and look at the plate. A mirror is in front of me. The meal has gone cold and I only ate 3 bites. Still, I'm feeling full now. I really enjoy what I ate. I didn't feel any added weight on my lips as I get to my feet. That's definitely a positive sign. I stretch my arms, my legs. Oh my god, Jesus, come on, let's go. Put my book in my bag and offer the waitress some money along with the bill. I don't need to hear that she stretched her legs or something, bro. It's like, oh my god. It's just so fucking unnecessary. A blast of frigid night air nearly sniffs up my feet when I step out of the restaurant. If I'd known the weather was going to take a turn for the worse, I would have brought a scarf or a jacket. It's the end of spring, so particularly cold weather is pretty rare. I guess I can't blame not building up. Anyways, it's not raining, and I'm close to home. It shouldn't be a problem. I head down the street and watch a few shop owners closing their stores for the night. They don't pay me any mind on the bike. My first bursts to life and rings out of the quiet night air. I grab it and press it close to ear my warmth.
Hello? Aoi?
Noriko? Hello. Is this a bad time?
No, I'm just walking home.
You're out at this time of night? That's not like you.
I stopped somewhere to eat. What's up?
You stopped to eat? Say, about the new job. I spoke to the manager at the maid cafe, but he said I can't quit.
He said that? Oh, well, it's not up to him. You have every right to quit. Did you tell him you've landed a new job?
Yes, I told him. But he said he spent so much time and money training me that if I quit now, he'll treat it as stealing from the company and he'll call the police.
What a load of crap! Hang on. Are you at the cafe now?
Yes, I just finished my shift. We're closing.
I'll be right there. I'm only a minute away anyway. I'm going to give your manager a piece of my mind.
No,
just watch me. I'll be right there.
Oh shit, this is about to get interesting. And the call despite Aoi's objections. I can't believe how furious I am. Aoi finally has to escape the route from the god-awful job, and now the manager won't let her quit. That has to be illegal. I never met her manager, but I can just imagine his type. A self-important, wrench, greedy pig. Yeah, there are a lot of fucking those around there. And, you know, eventually, and very, 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 very sooner than later, they always get what they fucking deserve. Fucking pigs. Think they can, you know, hold people off. Thinks he's thinking the kind of world because he ruins a shady maid cafe in the back streets. Well, I won't stand for it. People like him are the ones that should be reported to Corpse Girl website. I love to target victims like that. Yeah, that is, yes. I agree with you on that. That is a good, see, that's a good direction we're going there, Norgo. I change direction and take a turn, run in space. Akura against my face. It's a kind of nice now that my body is warming up a little. Thankfully, there's hardly anyone around this time of night, so I don't feel particularly embarrassed by running in public. I'm not terribly fit person, so it's long before I feel out of breath. I come to stop the end, heaving and clutching my chest. What the fuck is that? She needs.
Okay. I'm okay. Deep breaths.
After taking a moment, I could let myself start back up and walk briskly. This time I can see the main cafe's limited signs ahead of me. Approach the entrance and read the neon board. To the cafe, welcome home, master. Drinks from, yeah. Table charge, yeah. Open till night, yeah. I passed the sign and reached the door for the handle just earlier throws at her.
Noriko?
Hey.
Aoi, told you I'd be here.
I'm really glad to see you.
Aoi gives me a brief wave. She fidgets nervously and straightens the shuffles in her dress.
I can't believe you have to wear this ridiculous outfit.
Yeah, but the costume isn't the worst part of the job.
I know. Listen, is your manager still here?
I hesitate and shakes her head sadly.
You just missed him. There are only a few girls inside closing up.
Damn it. Ugh, I really wanted to give him a piece of my mind.
Noriko, it's fine. I can continue working here. It's not so bad.
Hell no! Don't even pretend it's okay. This place is torturing you. You have that customer that always gropes you, and now your manager is controlling you? I won't stand for it, and you shouldn't either.
But what can I do?
I just stopped by the question and all my hastiness to get there, I even thought through a plan for her. Damn it, the heartbreaking expression on her face. I just want to grab her, hug her, and tell her everything's gonna be okay. So why can't I?
Aoi. I know you don't feel like it, but you're the strongest girl I know. All the shit you've dealt with over the years, all the shit you're still dealing with, you're brave, whether you know it or not. My issues pale in comparison to yours, but you still get up each and every day and do your best. I'm proud of you, and I want to make things easier for you. Come work with me at Temujin. Just leave this place behind. Forget all about it.
Noriko.
You're my best friend. You always will be. Even if we can't be anything more than that.
Oh, God.
I'm happy just having you in my life.
Damn, she just really did like a slight confession right there.
I'd do anything for you, Aoi. I hope you realize that.
Of course. I know. Thank you, Noriko.
Let's get out of here. It's really late. Come back to my place.
You know I can't. All my things are at home, and I need to check everything first. Otherwise...
I now calmly understand I can't push her too much.
Don't worry. I get it.
And the thing is, I can't just run away from this place. That stalking customer, he knows where I live, and, well, if I stop showing up to work, he said he'll visit me at home.
Why don't we go to the police?
I can't do that!
Oh shit, it's raining? Damn, this just got intense. Damn, all that Aoi needs is some gangster motherfuckers. Just to wipe all these guys out, you know? Shh. Accidents happen every day, right? That's the theme of all this thing. Accidents happen every day. Without warning, our burst into tears just as rain begins to spill from the clouds.
I can't get him in trouble. I just can't.
Aoi, what? What is he?
He's... family.
Oh. A gust of wind blows down a narrow street, causing my hair to whip wildly in my face. I brush it on my eyes and mouth, only to see Aoi standing here.
Stalker. He's... family?
I could never bring myself to tell you. But surely you must have wondered why I've put up with it for so long.
I don't know what to say. I'm stunned. You're putting up with it because you don't want him arrested.
Yes. If he goes to prison, the rest of my family will disown me. Then I'll truly have no one.
You have me.
You know what I mean. I'm just going to go home for tonight. Thanks for coming out to see me, Noriko.
Aoi turns on her hero and strolls away. That's such a fucked up situation. It doesn't matter their family, it doesn't matter the years of friendship, it doesn't matter anything. Anybody crosses the line, Team Ultimate. Anybody. The men and women of Team Ultimate. You gotta take a stand. You gotta. What the fuck? The thing stopped for a moment. But yeah, you just gotta stand your ground. You gotta do what you gotta do. The click clack of her shoes against the wet pavement and pouring to the streets.
Aoi.
She doesn't hear me breathe her name and she disappears into the darkness. That poor girl, there must be something I can do. Oh! Oh, here's the choice! Let's go after Ori, baby. We're going after Ori. Nah, we can't let her go. We're going after her. Let's go. Can't let her just walk away. Sad and helpless as she is. My legs lunge forward on their own relation, propelling my body to the rain-soaked street.
Aoi! Aoi, come back!
Damn right. My shout echoes in the night. My weightless words falling into the air like a very rain pattern on my face. Aoi's silhouette is just out of reach. If only my weak body could pick up the pace, I might be able to reach her before she fades away.
Stop.
What the fuck? Her unexpected command fulfills its purpose. I halt my shoes skidding along the wet ground. Akko is closer than I expected her to be. Perhaps it is some trick of the light and rain. She's really farther away than
Aoi, please. Let me help you.
There's nothing to be done. Why can't you take a hint?
Aoi, you're gonna take the help. Or I'm gonna turn to Corpse Boy and take care of business.
You just never give up, do you?
Damn right. I didn't be give up.
You just want to smother me.
Okay, well. Alright.
You don't trust me to handle things on my own.
Well, if you keep asking for help constantly to us, give me a job, give me a this, and then calm down. Oh, you don't know what you're talking about.
That's not it. I just care for you so much.
I know that. You think you haven't made that clear in the past?
Okay. Rarely I have ever seen Aoi this angry. She's well past the point of being simply upset now. She's truly furious. Have I overstepped the boundary?
You're
No.
not my guardian angel, or my savior, or whatever. This is my life, Noriko. It's not your sick fantasy, where you swoop in and act like my knight in shining armor.
You gotta calm your down. Okay, calm down.
Aoi,
Shut up! Just shut up! You always take it one step too far. Just leave me alone.
I can get another word and be passion tonight. I reach a hand out in the darkness like some foolish attempt to stop her, but I know it's pointless. She made her thoughts pretty clear. She doesn't need or want my help. Even if she cares for me, she doesn't love me in the same way I love her. I don't think she ever will. I sighed and look up at the thick cloak of clothes above. The rain continues to fall. We did the right choice, Team Ultimate. Trust me, she'll come around. May 31 Sunday afternoon. Okay, and I guess we're gonna leave it there. We made the right choice. We made the right choice. She got it. She just, you know, she's just trying to protect that fool, but we take him out. You know, she's just trying to not be disowned or whatever. But calm down, Aoi. We got it. Alright, Team Ultimate. I hope you enjoyed the video. I finally had a choice. Love my shows. Please leave a like, leave a comment, share, and subscribe. And I can't wait to catch you all in the next video. I like that. John Ultimate. Out.